Okay, so CTV news. I never watched it. Just give you an idea. Let's just headline news.
Growing concern for people out in the cold.
Growing concern for people out in the cold. Now, excuse me 1 second. I never watched it, and I'm sure it's from Moncton. And I'm sure that they are not. There we go. They're not going to mention the issue of crystal meth. They're not going to mention that. Yet last night was cold, and yes, we did see some meth heads around. But hey, myself, I'm very sorry. I mean, you want to go in the hospital and trying to catch the hospital on fire, and you don't want to follow rules. I had a woman living above me up there, never flushed the toilet for 3 months. Garbage pile up to the ceiling, and they let it known. We do not go by rules. So, now what is CTV going to do? They're going to play like CBC, play the violin? Are they going to mention crystal meth? Or what's that woman there, that so-called doctor, Sarah Davison, calls it again? Substance abuse disorder? Exchange of meth heads, you know. So, let's see. I say they're not going to talk. They're going to say prescription drugs, or they're going to say, abuse, substance abuse. That's the word. But they're not going to say crystal meth. They never do. Fake news. Watch. Calm down, Charles.
The number of homeless people in the greater Moncton area
choose to be homeless.
Over 500 people in 2022, according to outreach workers in the city. And that led to a plea for provincial and federal governments to create a new shelter that did eventually open last month. We get an update now on the shelter with CTV's Derek Haggett.
Opened last month, warm weather. They got lucky.
The emergency cold shelter behind me opened on December 19th and will stay open until April. The Moncton Alliance Community Center on St. George Street is now full of cots, and as of today will be open 24 hours a day. New Brunswick's Department of Social Development is overseeing the shelter. CTV's repeated requests for a tour of the new shelter have been denied. A full shelter was needed.
Denied? Why would they deny CTV? My God, they're a big supporter of fake news.
Because the other three were at or near capacity and still are. I spoke with one homeless man today who's currently staying at the House of Nazareth a few blocks away. He believes the new shelter is easing the stress placed on the other ones.
I believe so, yes, it does. However, none of the places like to say no. I mean, there is the odd time where we won't have the bed and they'll just offer them a place on the floor. You know, just as long as they're out of the cold. That's the main thing.
The province told me late this afternoon the temporary shelter is providing beds and services to roughly 75 to 80 people per night. Derek Haggett, CTV News, Moncton.
A female international student at Cape Breton University.
That was news.